Hi Scorpio, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Scorpio tarot reading. Scorpio Love Tarot Reading. Scorpio Love Reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, Scorpio Love Messages, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Scorpio, the moon in reverse, wanted to come out. Major Arcana, Pisces energy, clarity, truth. What has somebody been hiding? What has somebody been hiding? Because something is about to be revealed. The World card and the Magician also coming in already. Scorpio, you're in the World card energy, as well as Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and the Magician, Virgo, and Gemini. There is a new cycle here. There is some clarity and truth being revealed, what has been hiding, because the Magician is making it happen, you could say, getting really focused. Connected to both the solar plexus chakra, I do, and the throat chakra, I speak. Able to access all the resources here, the alchemy around the Magician. Water, air, earth, and fire. To get out of here, you could say, the World card. I mean, it's the completion of a cycle. Completing the picture. Life-changing decisions. Before you move into the full energy. A new path. So there is there's some clarity and truth being revealed here. Is it coming just in here? Is there some communication? Because that's pretty strong as well. Look what is in our top hat. Look what's in the Magician today. It's the top hat with a swan. That's my connection to soulmate energy, which is here, by the way, in the Magician energy. And as you can see, the other swan is here on the table. You are both here. And somebody is or has been making some life-changing decisions. Completing obstacles. Goals reached. Whatever's going on here in the World card, which I want to validate if this is around distance for some of you. Oh, or some kind of, oh my gosh, yeah. Some kind of, well, it could be obviously around a literal move. Next level type of energy in the commitment. An actual traveling energy, somebody traveling toward you, and that can include relocation. So that's just not even, the possibilities are here. What exactly that is going to be very specific for you. Your reading is coming in such a funny way. The High Priestess is also here, right below the World card, another major arcana. At this point, what have we seen? Pretty much all major arcana? Yeah. The World card, which is back and in your overall energy. The Magician, the High Priestess, the Moon in reverse, which I like. And here in the partnership placement is the Eight of Swords. An energy somebody got themselves into, put themselves here. So this is where it's been in the minor arcana energy. Definitely some issues with communication. You maybe aren't talking. Obviously, again, there could be a distance here, but there's a distance around the communication for me. And it's already been revealed, a key word here, in our moon in reverse, this water energy, that there is something, clarity and truth being revealed here. And what better validation do I need than the High Priestess? It's what's going on here. Divine feminine energy, more water energy, Cancer. So something that somebody has been hiding is coming to light here. Life-changing decisions, again, getting out of the cycle that you have been in with this person. That's the other thing about the High Priestess energy, a decision, and we have life-changing decisions up there. And I'm going to show you what's going on here. I just want to remind you that this is a timeless reading. You're here when you're meant to be here. And it's a general tarot reading, so take what resonates and let the rest go. It's a reading where we're going into their feelings for you, thoughts, feelings, intentions, what you might need to know, see, hear, don't see coming. Is anybody making a move? Let's continue checking out the energy coming in, Scorpio. It's the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So what's really interesting about this, by the way, Earth energy coming here with Cancer energy and the Queen of Cups, it's a very healing and nurturing energy. How this person is coming in, I do like. And I just wanted to validate, look at the hair of our Queen of Cups today. It's octopus tentacles, and they live at the deepest part of the ocean, around the feelings. And as you can see, our Queen of Cups is here down at the bottom of the ocean here. And we have, for you could say, some emotional blockages, what's been hidden instead of a crustacean. Here in our moon card, I'm just going to show you. We have the octopus tentacles here coming up from the deep water. In reverse, the moon is connected to the tide, which are the emotions. Again, the water energy. In fact, look, you can even see it spilling out of this Eight of Swords. Look at all the various creeks, sort of, they're all connecting to each other here. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's, even in the Page of Pentacles, look, the energy on top of this flower petal or the flower leaf, talking with a dragonfly and holding on to a watering can, which would need to be full to be watering these plants here. This emotional energy is quite strong, even in our High Priestess. Of course, pulling the curtain back. You can see the ship here, powered by their sails, and they're powered by the wind, the air energy, communication, emotional. And that healing energy of the Queen of Cups. So yeah, what has been going on here? Truth and clarity around what? That's going to be really specific to you. But let's see what else is coming through. Scorpio. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see for Scorpio. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The Six of Swords is also here. The Hermit. Not surprising at all. Virgo energy, Virgo and Mercury. It's connected right to the Eight of Swords. So the major arcana, bigger picture of what's going on is clear that, one, this person is in this space here. They've been in their head. Two, look, it's connected also to the Six of Swords. Literally, for me, around dealing with these emotions, a conversation that feels really emotional. Really, it feels very deep. 3, 4, 5, 6. Here in the Hermit, look. And our Hermit energy today, there are 2 ships here for me representing the 2 of you. And they're on the world, which is your overall energy. It's back. Look at this. And they're powered by sails as well. And they're on the water, of course, traveling. It's almost like that ship's in the night energy. There's the lighthouse guiding them home. It's like a coming together energy. So if you are long distance from each other here with this world, it could be, if it's possible to see each other, that is going down, that there is some travel involved here. That won't be for everyone, but what is really clear is that there is communication here. And when you get out of the Hermit energy, by the way, and you have clarity and you have truth, you're moving into the Wheel of Fortune, which is in there where their energy is really strong for me here at the Tarot Closet. Scorpio, you're in this energy, as well as Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius, and it is a turning point. It is a new cycle. It's always turning. It's the cycles of life, and it's turning in your favor, you could say. Look at the Wheel of Fortune today. The very top wheel is a heart. And that is matters of the heart, and literally, look, holding up a pocket watch, that it's time. A connection to Jupiter, the planet of prosperity, abundance, growth, luck, timing, but also connected to the throat chakra I speak. So what truth and or clarity have you been waiting to come? Well, wow. So first of all, the Ace of Pentacles is here, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. There's a next level energy here. Could this be connecting to some life-changing decisions in the World card? Of course. So whether that's around getting more serious with someone, exclusive, moving in, marriage. Again, if there are life-changing decisions like that, it's like time to have this conversation. That's the other thing. It's a new beginning, by the way. Is the Six of Swords, Mercury in Aquarius. Look what is here on the Six of Swords today. Somebody's sort of riding along in what appears to be like a dark, rainy cloud. And there is a star above. And hanging on the star, which is kind of keeping it there, is an anchor. An anchor. But that also needing to be lowered. And where is it going here? There's an island here. And then there's the ocean around timing, the divine energy, but the emotions, the water energy, the relationship, this anchor being lowered. It's quite literally like it is time. Like this is a conversation that needs to happen. Something needs to change, life-changing decisions, because something clearly has been going on. For how long, that's really specific for you. But it's also really clear that it's connecting to our Emperor, who is here in reverse. The Five of Cups is also here in reverse. Yeah, it is a apologetic energy. And here's the thing about it. First of all, it's your energy, Mars and Scorpio. Secondly, thirdly, there's a lot I want to unpack today. Two of the cups, as you can see, are depicted as flowers, are in reverse. So it's a validation for me that there is some kind of separation, no communication, no contact going on here. And it's connecting to these three cups here in the water, which are not necessarily in reverse, but they're not really in the upright either. And it's a validation of the emotional conversation, you could say, how things were left, the last conversations perhaps you had. Whether it was in person at that party, that event, or via text message, social media, email, phone call, voicemails, whatever. How do you normally communicate? So that's a really strong validation, and there is an apology around that. And truth and clarity around all of this, because this person has been kind of clammed up. And what's also clear about that with the Emperor in reverse, that a lot of that is around power struggles, ego. Divine masculine energy, our cardinal sign Aries. Also, the ruling planet for Aries, Mars. When the Emperor is in reverse for me, one, that Ankh, divine feminine, divine masculine energy, is also in reverse, and that's an imbalance. And that's a lot ego and immaturity than you could say needs to be. So that's part of the connection to what happened and why there is also an apology here. Why somebody needs to be forgiven. And it's also connected to the root chakra, where the World card is as well. And when this reversal energy, it's another validation of somebody who's not grounded, who's not centered. And that's really connecting to whatever happened here. And look at this, Emperor's catty corner to the High Priestess in reverse. Two kind of key players, I feel like, here. Which, by the way, it's not about gender. We all have divine feminine, divine masculine energies. But of course, take what's resonating for you. But there is some intensity, I feel like, around the two of you, and maybe even some big differences, again, including perhaps the lives that you're living, whether they are long distance or just different things going on in your life. Different timing energy. This energy of the World card coming into a 3, a divine number, divine timing. Somebody's been ready, somebody hasn't. Somebody's been available, somebody hasn't. What's been really clear is the lack of communication around since whatever went down. And the fact that it's literally time. And this is somebody also who was in this Hermit energy. And is getting what they've been, the subconscious energy, what they've been in denial about, you could say, around delusions, because it's truth and clarity is being revealed here. They're getting it. And that's no more clear for me than the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is where their energy is incredibly strong, because that's where you go when you get out of the Hermit. This conversation as well, I do want to validate if you can see each other. It is also emotional. In fact, it's really emotional. If you cannot see each other, it is around maybe a text message, SMS, social media, email. The main thing is, how do you normally communicate, the two of you? More validation around the emotions. The King of Cups is here. Also like our Queen of Cups. So the counterpart has octopus tentacles as in this, it's in as the crown. Again, the deep emotions, the master of emotions. There is a ship passing through here, as you can see. Their skirt is like rock coming up from the ocean, and the water is really tumultuous around. There's messengers everywhere, and they're holding this ship, as you can see, looking at it, about to put it down. Powered by the wind, again, the air energy, the sails, the communication here. I like the energy of the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, how they're coming in. Whoa. There is a sincere energy around it. Somebody's trying to get the confidence to make this contact. Getting over their ego. Oh my gosh, it's the Death card. This is the death of their ego, because it's actually been quite big. Whatever the timing energy is for you, it's just really clear that's a lot of the power struggles around even the conversation. And of course, it's your energy, Scorpio. What I like about this as well, around the moon in reverse, the major arcana energy together, the World card, the Wheel of Fortune, everything that is here is... They're coming in a very different vibration, a much higher vibration. Again, the death of the ego. Yeah, I'm wondering if there is a hope for a second chance, or if this is just around a conversation that is needed to happen for a while. And you could say like a resolution of some sort, Interesting. I'll show you what that is. And the last two, I believe, coming in. No, there's another one. And that one's in the upright, the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Here's the Three of Wands. Look what the Three of Wands, look what they're holding. It's a ship with sails, with the water here, about to put that down. And that's around a move. That's around expansion, and it could be literal travel. So I want to validate that. But it is an expansive energy, and it's a coming together energy. So this is really super clear. The Queen of Swords here also really validating the truth. Total honesty, somebody waiting for that. I'm going to say you. But also, look, holding on to the telescope. It's not a telescope. What is that when you're holding it? Is it like binoculars, but the old-fashioned kind? Anyway, you can see they're looking through it. They're holding on to a bird, messenger. Their skirt is bird. They're sitting on what looks like a hot air balloon coming out of a tree, but it's also a building with a lot of windows. There's a lot of messengers in here. Like, a lot of things need to be cleared up here. But waiting for this truth here. Yeah, and truth and clarity has been extremely clear in your reading today that it's coming. What has been going on here? What has this person been hiding or lying about? Or what has happened in this connection that is requiring this person to get out of denial and illusion, get out of their ego and bring that to you? The Seven of Swords is in, oh my gosh, is in reverse. And look, it came here with the Strength card. Super clear. This is somebody making amends, getting over their pride to do that with the Strength card, which, by the way, is connected to the heart chakra. Leo energy. Quite literally getting over pride, as you can see with our lion. Fear. Of course, this lion looks a little bit, they always say a cowardly lion. I don't particularly love that word, but it connects with this because it is here with the Seven of Swords in reverse as well. Somebody who either ran from the truth or maybe all of the above. There may have been some betrayal here as well. It's really super clear to me. Well, look at this, that this is somebody getting over their ego and apologizing, coming here with clarity and truth and an apology. Knight of Wands is in reverse. The Ten of Cups is here in the upright. The Four of Swords is in reverse. The Hanged Man is in reverse. There's the King of Swords. Yeah, this is so clear. In the upright, the Ten of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. The Three of Swords in reverse. So the apology here is very big, Scorpio. It is really big. Almost all the energy here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Clarity and truth being revealed, an apology coming here. What has been going on? Because the apologetic energy especially is so strong. It's nearly a lot of my connections to the apology. And it's been really, really clear that somebody has needed to get over ego and fear, shadow ego and fear, really, to make that. Our Seven of Swords in reverse, making amends, is connected directly to the Five of Cups in reverse. Somebody who is hoping you can forgive them. And this is somebody who does have regret for how things were left. The Knight of Wands in reverse is a pretty impulsive energy for me. And it's here connecting to the Queen of Wands in reverse and leading us up to the Three of Wands. So it's really clear as they are preparing to travel somewhere or show up for something or make the phone call, send the message, that there is some lack of confidence still. There's still some ego here. It is really super clear. It's like they need to, like somebody has to cry uncle. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody has to step up and end this silence and the no contact. What the heck is going on? And then it's kind of like this energy of just being impulsive and just picking up the phone or sending the message or showing up for something, which, by the way, it's really validating here for me with the World card. Look at this, the Ten of Cups and the Chariot. That it can for sure be some kind of an event around family and friends or community. Whether that is a birthday party, a wedding, a reunion, you know. And again, it's not going to be for everybody that it's in person. That much is extremely clear. But it is here. And the Ten of Cups, well, before I put that down, look, Scorpio, you're both here, connected, holding hands in the water, like mermaids. And then there's a little school of fish here, which obviously can be connecting to that family energy. Had you built a life together? Were you building it? Was it on the table? Is it still on the table? It does feel like it's on the table. But it's really time to break this silence. It just feels time. The rainbow here in our Ten of Cups, by the way, more water energy, Mars and Pisces. A new cycle. And the rainbow, a hopeful energy. And the rain comes after the storm. You know, after the rainbow comes after the rain. That's what I wanted to say. And something has very clearly gone on here, but this apology is sincere, and this conversation is extremely emotional. You're sick of waiting to have it. They're getting anxious to have it. For some of you, it's just the timing it's been really an only time will tell kind of energy. It's been very uncertain. And there's definitely power struggles that have been here. The Hanged Man in reverse, Pisces energy, major arcana. And in reverse, you know, that is a strong energy around nobody giving in, you know. And look, even here, there's like a zipper. You unzip it, and there's the sky, and there's some clouds there. Indecision, some bad decisions. And by the way, when you get out of the Hanged Man, you go into the Death card. And we're seeing the Death card in the upright. So it's a really, and connecting to the Strength card, it is just so validating. And the Emperor in reverse, so validating around the pride and the ego here, like getting over it, to break the silence. And oh my gosh, the King of Swords as well. Gemini and Mercury energy. The planet of the mind, the planet of communication. And yeah, as I say here at the Tarot Closet, pretty much every time, it is strongly connected to reading and writing. So if you normally communicate by some kind of social media, text message, SMS, email, that's also very valid. It is connecting here directly to our Chariot as well. And obviously, a lot of this energy is validating for me that for some of you, it could be in person. But it's a very emotional, necessary conversation. Like, it just needs to happen. And the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords both here is a strong validation for me of the two of you having this conversation. The Ten of Swords in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse. Very strong validation. Again, what is the apology around here? Look at this. What happened here? I'm not privy to all the details, and I don't need to be. What's really incredibly clear also with our Three of Swords in reverse, that this apology is a very big one. It is a very sincere one. And this communication, however it's going about, there's a lot of emotions involved. The Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the World card, Three of Wands. Does this put the Ace of Pentacles also, by the way? That's right. Does it put it back on the table in terms of where you were, what you were building, or where you were heading? It does, but that's really between the two of you. That's up to you. The decision, the path that you're taking, where you're going from here, because that's the other thing. We have the High Priestess and the Hierophant here, the counterpart. Cancer energy, divine feminine energy, and the counterpart, the Hierophant. The divine masculine energy, Taurus energy. The yin-yang energy here, and the Hierophant is a card of commitments, contracts, relationships, partnerships, slow-moving, long-term. But there's a strong validation here for me that there is something going on. And that could be things, you could be looking at things like cultural, religious differences, third-party energies, romantic or otherwise. I have to validate that. Like other people that would have expectations. Differences that you have in how you saw things or how things should go, you know, in terms of the commitment. Marriage is a strong energy here as well. Yeah, and it's just really super strong around where are we going from here. And the Chariot is here. The Moon in Cancer. Around the action that somebody is taking, the move they're making, is incredibly clear. Look at this. Three of Swords in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Pretty much massive apology there. Massive. It's emotional. It is sincere. As the conversation is emotional. And it does put everything back on the table, but it really needs to happen. It's been too long. Where are you going from here? Yeah. Clear. Obviously within the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, it could be that there has been some, in the Ace of Pentacles, the Strength card, there's been some fear around the change that would be required to either get more serious or exclusive if this has been platonic and or physical. Or to move in. Maybe somebody would need to move, like literally relocate. Or somebody's fear around that kind of commitment. The Strength card also connecting to the Ten of Cups. So that is really clear here in terms of fear around the commitment energy. But there are some things, a lot of things clearly that, pun intended, that went on that somebody needs to get out of ego, get some humility and apologize for. Open up the line of communication again. Break the silence is very clear. The Tarot Closet, channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. I also just wanted to validate the Chariot energy here, that you are going into the Chariot when you get out of the Lover's card. And there is an energy there, of course, of the two of you and this love connection. And a decision that I feel like has been on the table for a really long time. Life-changing ones. Life-changing decisions. And probably the ultimate one, where are we going from here? The bottom of the deck, I heard our song today, okay? So there is a strong connection to music here. I miss you so beeping much. It's right here on the Ace of Cups, the Death card, your energy. I think we are soulmates, Scorpio. Now that's an energy that has been coming in. It's connecting right here with our High Priestess and our Hierophant. Taurus energy, by the way, divine masculine energy. And also the World card. Thinking of you. I think of you daily. The universe brought us together. So somebody believing in that, this person believing in that energy of fate and destiny, controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't, like you met for a reason. It's right here on the World card. It's so hard not being in contact. So that is a really, really strong validation for a lot of you that you're not. There's definitely something going on with communication here. Whatever level of that is going on is very specific for you. I want to talk again. And look, it came here right after. It's so hard not being in contact. In fact, I write messages I never send. Wow. Yeah, it's just really, really clear. Because the energy that's here, Scorpio, is somebody who's been, I just feel like there's been power struggles. There's stubbornness. There's some ego involved. There are a lot of things on both ends that need to be said, that want to be said, but it's like, it kind of has that energy of I'm not giving in. That's what it's been. Look, I'm sorry I lied to you. What is that about? Because the Queen of Swords is here and the Moon in reverse. I spy on you. So that's an energy of sort of like the Page of Swords energy, really. If you're connected still on social media, they're definitely poking around, you know. But it could also be through other people, friends and or family, if you have other connections together. Bottom of the deck, more Tarot Closet, channeled love messages, by the way. You are my first thought when I wake up and last thought before sleep. It's here on thinking of you and I miss you so beeping much. Will you wait for me? It's right here on the Chariot. Who's looking right at us, by the way, as you can see, riding a snail, which is a very slow energy. But the snail, this Wheel of Fortune, has the wagon wheels on the move, literally. And it's heading for massive apologetic energy. Like it's all there. So many things remind me of you. We will be together again someday. Please forgive me. It's a big apology. It is sincere. Where do you go from here? Because everyone has free will. The future is not fixed. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, they do change. I'm sending you telepathic messages, so I want to tell you something. The Three of Wands right on top of the Moon in reverse, that's for sure. Also, the High Priestess here and the Hierophant. And I want to say some of those are coming through in music. There's a strong connection here. At the very least, this person is listening to it and listening to stuff like to say things that they haven't been able to say, including this. You deserve so much more. Give me time. Will you wait for me? Went here with will you wait for me and please forgive me. Your last channeled love message, Scorpio. Love message from your person, message from their higher self. I feel your energy. Actually, it's going to go here on your card. Beautiful Scorpio, that is your reading today. As always, it's my honor. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you love, and I look forward to seeing you next time.